Yep, that's some big face goblin damage. Oh, this feels great, man. They didn't have much of a chance. I mean, pretty solid turn for us. Oh, man. Oh, we can tap 3 of them. And that means we proliferate. So this dice! I'm so happy with this choice when we tutored it. Alright guys, let's freaking go. Our opponent helloing, we will go with it. And yep, the Badger is still the best elf in Standard. Listen, he's just hiding. He's one of the elves, I promise. Let's go for elf here. We can go for this one. And honestly, with so many lands that just require the type, you need one land as the Badger and rest on elves, and you can kinda play all of it. Our opponent is also playing elf and Badger things. Alright, let's go like this. We'll see how we play this. But for now, let's go for the Marsh. It will be nicely reanimated. I think we just swing. Yeah, I think so. Our opponent, of course, cannot block. They already paid 2 life, which is kinda massive. So we need to keep pushing the damage. We have nice tempo. We can go for champions on the next turn. We'll get so many man, but this is so good. If we can get it. Nah, I'm greedy. I want to draw cards, man. I want to draw cards. We'll even go for this one. So champions. The stat line on this creature is pretty darn decent, and even though we are losing it temporarily, we'll get so many new cards. So I think it's still better way. We could also go Archdruid and get more mana and go for this guy, so we can keep playing spells from the top. Against the Space Dragon, I think we can still outscale them, if we can do it right. So let's go for Elf. I actually don't have too many normal lands. Now we go for this and we try to hit as many elves from the top as we possibly humanly can. Didn't went crazy good. Do we already attack? I think this should be the play. So they will have 4. They can get a lot of power. But if they attack with everything, there is a chance we kill them with counter attack, and we always have some chomp blockers. So I will take it, we'll see. You know, we hit a lot of things that we keep as one-offs, but with Speaker we should be able to fix it. Usually you want this elf that gives you double green mana, and then you activate with Speaker, discarding the elf and getting, you know, the better elf. And you can get them to give you 2 mana, with Badger it's 3 mana. Oh my god, is that double Space Dragon opening? That's kinda solid. Not sure if we can beat it on the next turn. Our opponent is still not attacking. Alright guys, we need to go hard on this turn. We can go for this. We don't have elf in the graveyard. Okay, you know what? I think we start with this guy and we see what we can find. This is nice land. This is a tap land, it's too slow. But you know what? We can probably play this. No, let's go for the land. We have land for this turn. Okay, this is very important. We would love the Behemoth, but it's too early. We probably just want a very cheap elf. Maybe the one that cannot die? Or just the best elf, Badger. We have land. I think we literally just go for this one. Because that means we can play this. We can go for this elf now. You can see that now we are starting to make the big plays. We need to literally play more creatures that they can kill in a turn. We could get a lot of mana. How much? 5. Alright, so we play this and we see if we can play something from the top. We also draw extra cards. Nope, not amazing. Let's go Druid. Oh, that's it. If we play this, that's it. But I think it should be okay. Oh man. Okay, we know the next play. That's kinda massive. There's no point in attacking here. I mean, you can see the potential. We just needed one more turn. Double Space Dragons kinda insane because they scale so much quicker than they should with one. And of course, even one is amazing draw. But even against this crazy draw, I think we can, you know, try to outscale them basically. We are at 20, so maybe we can tank one creature. I know it's crazy, but maybe we can survive a 1-drop attacking our face. You know, for over 20 damage. Makes perfect sense. So, this pumps this to 13. No, everything will be above 20 damage. Literally. Okay. So they take Badger? Probably. Yeah, Badger. Badger is always the best card in every deck. Because the card is not better than the rest. So let's see. So far, I think we can survive the heat. Man, I felt so bad by playing Badger in an elf deck, but I realized it's still the best elf, because it basically increases the mana you get from every other elf in the game, and you have Archdruid, the Llanowar Elves, and this Dignitary. So it's actually helping so much. So we still need to play Badger, even in non-Badger deck, basically, because card is so over the line. They could harmonize something. And this gives 2 mana, so they should harmonize, I feel. Probably for another Badger, I would guess. Oh, this is a good play. Okay, let's see. As you can see, every single 1-drop is over 20 damage. You know, just classic. Nothing to see here. But maybe we can go through this, because they can only block... I think if they don't attack, we will win. Oh my god, I think we'll win. I kid you not. Okay, so we play the land. We could even play Sanctuary. Let's go with this, just to make sure that, you know, I won't whiff. Do we just go for this? Okay, I need to count here. I would love to play this, but guys, you can get -1/-1 on one of those. I guess if we activate it first, it's better. It's also an elf. Because we have more creatures, so we get better pump on every single creature. We behold the elf, of course. No, we need to tap 2. No, we tap this guy. Okay, this should be 4 mana. Yep, and now we go for Behemoth. Yay, for the counter. They are basically dead. And I think we will still win because we have such a wide board. I told you, if they don't attack on this one turn, we got this. Man, that was a crazy first game. Listen guys, I'm feeling brave, but this is... Come on, Shuffler, you can do way better. We actually couldn't draw 1 or 2 drop in honor of the hands. I think we need to take it, but it's a bit of a disaster so far. Like, this is not the draw you want to get. Okay, this is a nice draw, maybe it will save us a little bit. We can at least play elves. And I mean, maybe we get a little bit of ramp. If we can get champions, with this we can snowball really hard. Like, the stats on this creature really help you to just survive a little bit longer. Okay, so this cannot be countered. Alright, those 2 draws actually helped us recover. So what do we go for? We can go this. And then play the elves? Oh my god, man, this is actually insane. Let's go, let's go. We play this, we behold an elf. I'm not sure which one. I think we go for the elves, even though they ramp us. Because we want something. Yeah, I think it's good. Because we want to keep playing stuff from the hand so we can keep drawing more cards. And this is a 6/6. So it really gives you like 1-2 turns of relative peace because your opponent just cannot hit it quick enough. Like, look at this. This is a 2/2 against 6/6. So they need to spend something to, you know, be able to even attack. Sure. So I'm feeling pretty good, great, even though we mulliganed on an absolutely horrible hand, and they cannot attack, so this doesn't trigger. Okay, so this is like Rakdos Goblins. Okay, unfortunately we lost the Badger, but now it's not as big of a deal. Oh my god, I actually feel guilty at this point. We can draw a card with this, so let's go. Okay, okay, this is good, this is good. We can even pump this later, so I think we go for this. This gives us more green mana. We play this, we draw more cards. You can see how it starts to snowball. Okay. We still... Yeah, we cannot do anything with this mana. We need at least 1 point extra. I think we outscale them. I could be attacking, but then they counterattack and they get the tokens, and it can snowball completely out of control. Okay, this is kinda... like, we need to watch on tempo. This is half of their turn. Okay, I'll take it. Even though it will hurt later, for now it's fine. Okay, we got the land. Nice. Absolutely elf. Alright guys, we can win this. We just need to snowball right. We can search for every card. We could go for this dude first. It pumps all the elves. We need more mana. Okay, this is a pretty bad card, so maybe we just play the Speaker and get rid of the land. We already... okay, man, this is crazy. I love this card. This is actually a very strong card. You know, not talking about Cavern that would win the game for the same mana amount. Do we go Behemoth already? I guess we could. I don't want to show my hand because then they will realize how close to death they are, but I think it's still Behemoth. And we actually can attack here probably. Like, they will attack on the next turn. So how much mana do we get from the Archdruid? We get 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's enough. I think all we need to do is make sure that they cannot kill us on this turn. They can attack with Death Touchers easily, get the token from the Seer Slicer. I think we can just kill them with one big attack. Especially that this is already a 7/7, so when it gets trampled it's like 15 damage alone. So it's very easy to kill those creatures. They all have very low toughness. You know, not except this one, which is overstated with an upside. Alright, Alesha, but they still need to attack. We could just kill it. I'm not sure if we will do something with it, but we might as well if the creature is dead anyway. And we have two good blockers, so it's still hard to attack for them. Alright. Attacking with single Death Toucher for this token. And I mean, we kinda chill here. I think we take the damage. Shouldn't matter too much, I guess. I normally would just count all the damage if I wasn't recording, but it will take forever, so we won't. Alright. If we play this, we get... I mean, this should be enough. And of course we are drawing cards. Why not? And let's see how powerful we are. I mean, yeah, seems about right. Man, that was a cool game. We started so awfully, and we managed to just beat it. And goblins are really nice in the new version. I didn't showcase and didn't try it, but I've seen some of the cards and they seem amazing. With Trample they cannot defend against it. If they had First Strike Death Touch, maybe, but no, it's still 20, it's like 30 damage on top of it, man. Even without the champions. You can see how many cards you can get from this stuff. Yep. That's some big face goblin damage. Oh, this feels great, man. They didn't have much of a chance. You guessed it, guys. I think the Badger is still the better one. By the way, Badger has the same damage as this guy, without even trying. So, you know, good opening. Honestly, Badger seems like always the best to drop. Voice of Victor. Alright, so now we are serious about the pump. We'll definitely pay life. We probably should use it somehow. I think we could get 4 mana on this turn. Do we go just double elf? No, maybe we shouldn't pain. Alright, I was sure we can use this mana, but we actually cannot. So 2 damage extra should be fine. We want Archdruid, so on the next turn we can just play this, and then get all the extra mana and play the rest. Especially with Badger, it also increases the damage. sorry, the mana. It's kind of fun because when I thought about it, it is an elf because it gives you extra mana from the Archdruid the same way as elf does. Of course, Llanowar is ramping on top, but in a way it does the same effect. So let's go for the elf here, and now we can go a little bit crazy. We can even find the right one. Okay, let's go for green. I'm not sure what I will take, but it will be very cool. So let's start with this. I think we don't need two of them. This might be useful later. Is that Behemoth? Man, we can get 2, 3, 4, 5 mana here. We could play this. It's kinda slow. What about Blight? Man, Blight counters are kinda amazing here. Okay, I want to try it, man. I'm not sure if that's the best choice, but it's definitely the coolest choice. Let's go for this. And now we can start getting Blight counters every turn. Multiple times, hopefully. And it's a 5-5, so pretty solid. Our opponent needs to choose. Now we could start attacking. They probably will block with Innocence. It can only trigger one, so I will keep the Badger at least for one turn, because we still have some plays to do. We can untap the Archdruid. Alright, it will be hard for them to attack, but they get more value than us. Because I kinda went for this instead of, the other possibilities. They still want to attack. Really? It's Callous, so they cannot have combat trick. And we attack, and we block this one because this one stays. I think they really wanted the counter on this, but they lost a lot of cards for it, man. A lot of cards. I love it. Okay, guys, I think we are going crazy now. Let's go for this first. We will tap Archdruid, and we can untap, so we can probably have infinite mana. And now the Blight counters will start stacking, and they will have to kill all of those creatures. This will be a 0-1, I feel, after this turn. And of course we will keep smacking them in the face, as we should. Yep. Nothing we can do about this trigger. And now let's life gain a little bit. This will help, especially that soon we won't have cards. So we can, Moment, I need to not mess this play. Blight, so this is another counter. We can use... this only produces green mana, so I think we just tap another land. Yep, 0-1. So when they put counter, it's still not having counters. And we actually want to attack with this. That's a ton of damage already. We have those, so I think we can attack with Badger too. I mean, pretty solid turn for us. I remember I was talking about something, but I don't remember. Oh, man. Oh, we can tap 3 of them. And that means we proliferate. So this dies. Oh, this feels like absolute glory, man. I'm so happy with this choice when we tutored it. It literally destroyed the whole board. And now they are playing the same thing they did on turn 2. And our board is slightly different. Oh, I don't think our opponent can come back from this. They're just dead, man. Even with this draw, that was kinda bad, we absolutely slaughtered them, man. One lander? Someone would say, this is a mulligan. But we say, let's freaking go. What can go wrong? And please, Shuffler, can you give me like a land from the top to make it easier? Thank you. Me and Shuffler are always best friends, man. Like, absolutely always. So we can go for this. We don't have Badger, so we don't need to leave the creature. We go this. We behold an elf. Okay, so I will spoil the beans a little bit how I made this deck. Basically, I put all the new elves into like 100 pile of cards with like 35 lands or something like this, and I just started playing, and I started seeing which elves are, oh, this is a little bit better than I expected, and which are like, okay, I have it and it does nothing. I'm literally thinking about this 2 mana 1/3 that puts a card on top, and I realized very quickly that this Dignitary It's like kinda doing a lot, especially that you can stack it with Badger, and suddenly you do a lot. And do we just go for the best elf, which is called Badger? I think we do. Because we have Vizier, so we can play cards from the top. I think we go for it, man. And it feels so silly to go for the Badger, but yes, it's... Oh no, we cannot! It has to be an elf. Unless we get it to hand? No, it's not worth it. Okay, we actually need to rethink it. You know what? We'll just go with this. This is not activated, so we go this mana, this. We need all the mana for elves that we can hit. Okay, so we are making a little bit of a different play. Alright, Batman, I would love to play this card from the top. We just needed one more mana. Unfortunately, this will die, but it also means that we get Badger from top. Oh man, oh my god, yes, yeah. Man, I'm so... If they had a removal, they would already play it, right? Definitely they would play it. Which means we can go for the... Oh my god, we are breaking the game. Guys, we are breaking the game here. Let's freaking go. All the creatures from the top for free. We want to shuffle, because we know that the top card is not what we want. So let's keep shuffling. I think we go for the champions now. Okay, thank you. 3 cards. Seems amazing. And yeah, that was a decent turn for us. And this doesn't even require to, you know, tap or anything. You can attack with it. Okay, this is huge. So now without a sweeper, they auto-lose because they cannot keep up with all the things that we'll be playing here. Awaken. Sure. Maybe I should go for... Oh my god, I should go for the Behemoth. Because we could kill them, probably. I think that was the option. Alright, so we can get some mana for Sanctuary. It's also an elf. We probably need to push the maximum damage, but I think we'll try to go for this. They don't have anything except the Bringer. You know, some good old shenanigans. We will behold the one that is tapped already, because then we are not losing anything from the hand. With this cannot produce black mana. This is elf, so we need to use it to fuel this one. So I think we have to play this. We can hit an elf and draw a card here. And now we play the Iron Shield Elf. Okay, we got some life gain, but we of course want the other side first. And we keep drawing more and more cards, so hopefully on the next turn we can go for Lifa. I mean, guys, this is a pretty solid scaling if I've ever seen one. So our opponent will die on the next turn, and even against Sweeper that they shouldn't be playing here, because it's like a reanimator deck, we can save both elves. However, last bring... Oh my god. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They played the card that spells I win the game, whatever happens, so we still lose. Oh man, this card is just more annoying than anything any time before. The fact that it also sweeps the board means nothing that happened until this point matters. This is also each player's sacrifices, so indestructible doesn't matter. You cannot do anything against it. So, you know, at least we got the previous elves, so that's something. The problem is that they get, you know, those tokens, haste. We're not that yet, but we're really close. And I don't think we can, you know, outvalue this deck. Man, I tell you, like the cover, I would love to see this deck go. It's just so unfun to play against it. And even when you win, it's always like, yeah, I guess they didn't hit the card, you know? 4 mana shouldn't be game ending. Alright, so what can we do here? I guess we could go this and this to kill at least one of them. We lose some mana that will be useful on the next turn, but it is what it is. I will still try to fight it, man. Like, they only have 10 damage with flying. Oh, but they have Terror of the Peak, so they can reanimate Flyer on the next turn, so that's 15 and we die. I don't think we can stack enough value on the next turn. But guys, we'll try. I will do my best against this absolutely fair deck of Magic. Let's reanimate this guy. When we play creatures, we draw, don't forget. So we can play a little bit more than normally. Yep. Another land, sure. We can play this. This one is... Alright, another land. And that's a lot of lands. So I guess we can play a tap land. So guys, this is literally the best I have. I'm still kinda impressed that after the play Cavero, we still managed to rebuild the full board. But they also have flyers with Menace, with Lifelink. Like, whatever you do, it's like, yeah, they played 4-drop, so what can you do? And I'm so salty against this deck. Like, every day we make cool decks, and it's like, everything is going fine, and then you see, oh, Cavera turn 4. Oh, I'm sorry, I should be out of this game. So, this card is probably the most feels bad card right now in Standard for me. You can tell in the comments if you feel the same about this one. At least they got rid of the flyer. But yeah, they just go with flyer, so yeah, that's Lifa. Outplayed by a single 4-drop. Oh boy, let's freaking go. This will be so good, man. Elves. Of course we have definitely an elf here, just lurking in elf realm. And that we definitely go for this. We go for this, of course. And this is kinda insane. Let's go for this. Now we can go Dignitary or double elf. Are we crazy enough? We can go double green. Yeah, why not? They cannot sweep on turn 2, right? And it's all great. It's fine. There's nothing special to see here. They should probably kill Badger as soon as possible. And that kinda opens the elves. Even though it's of course great for them, I mean, they still need to fight against the rest. And we have tons of mana. So what is the elf that we really want to see? I kinda know. We could play those two. I think we have enough mana. So we will go for the... You know what? I think I know. Because we lack cards, so we probably go for this guy, so we can start playing stuff from the top. It's Dimir, so there is a chance that it will get countered, but we'll see. They cannot sweep on the next turn, so we try to flood the board as much as we can, and this one is kinda hard to kill, especially that they used nowhere to run. Like, this is a lot of pressure, and our opponent is like, I'll chill. I'll just take the turn off. I'm not feeling it. So, we probably will play this guy. And see what we can... Oh, man. Okay, but we're not ready yet. I think we skip this 3 damage so we can play more stuff. We actually cannot hit it. Alright. That's a swing then. Solid first damage. Our opponent cannot sweep on 4 mana unless it's Day of Black Sun, in which case this and this survives, and we get the land back, of course. And this is the best case. Of course, in the worst case, they can remove 1 or 2 creatures, and that's it. Lantern is fine. So they are going for the Lantern. Sure. Not the biggest deal. Like, we don't really care about the graveyard, and actually the Badger is the least important. We sometimes want Elf in the graveyard. Of course, it's a land on top. Every single time, man. Alright, so we didn't get a single value from this. Not amazing. So that means I'm just swinging face at this point. Because we need to push the damage. Of course, the idea was that this will get us tons of new elves. But we'll just go with this. And Iron Shield Elf, if you aren't familiar, is basically, I think the name was Adanto Vanguard. And it was my scourge when I started playing this, this arena in beta. This was like the card that always got me. So I literally started putting tons of answers for literally this Vanguard. And we got it. I'll take it. Alright, let's go. Elves into Dignitary. And this card is so strong, especially if you combine it with Badger. Suddenly it gives you 3 mana. Unfortunately, it's always... Hi. Oh my god, is that the dream draw? We definitely go Elves because this can go for Badger. I mean, it doesn't matter how we tap really. And we play Elf, so this is fine. I mean, let's go, guys. Let's go. That's a solid start. We don't really have anything to spend the mana on, so hopefully we'll draw something, but so far, kinda so good. Definitely good opening, but we just need something on top. Hopefully we get at least Speaker. Our opponent literally doing the same thing, but they're probably not playing Elf deck. Okay. Oh, this one gives all the mana cores. I mean, I will just pay life at this point. Maybe you can use it somehow. We go for this. We can play this. I think we just need this mana, right? Green, and we get second green, yep. We behold the Elf. This one. Specifically this one. And I mean, that's, I guess, a turn. They don't want to lose Badger, so they will take the damage. Like, we are the first player, so we already used the Badger, and they are waiting for their Badger turn. So they will never trade against you. Normally we punish them here by just playing the massive play, which we have tons of mana for. And by the way, we could activate the Dignitaries, would just discard this, and Elf would be in the graveyard, so we get 6 mana from this. So we could play literally Behemoth here. I think we could, right? It's 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, we could. We could. So even if we play those, it's still 8 mana leftovers. However, I guess this one has Summoning Sickness, but you get the idea. But we have nothing to play with. So this is definitely our weakness. Extreme Ramp, and literally nothing to do with it. We have a lot of good cards, but we need to draw them. Like Speaker, you know, all the 4-drops. Stuff like this. Our opponent is casting, of course, 7 mana mode. If you thought that on those lands they are casting their nope. And they got the Space Dragon. They got their top end and we didn't. So that's kinda it, I feel. Like, we'll still get 1 draw before we die. But I don't think we can miss this turn. This has to be an extremely powerful card. We have a lot of those, but... okay? Man, if I knew I will get this. Because here we need to tap the Elf, which is kinda not great for us. But it's still worth it. Now we can play the Behemoth. I mean, this is the best we've got, guys. This is literally the best. And I think we will win still. Yeah, this is enough stats. Oh my god, I told you. 1 good draw and we are winning this game. I'll take it. Pure luck, but I'll take it, man. Alright guys, so this outro will be very short. I've been literally grinding ladder, recording, editing, answering your comments, guys, for the last 15 hours, and I'm incredibly tired. I will just show you the stats, I will tell you what worked, what didn't, and yeah, we wrap it up. I need to go sleep, man. So basically, Elves kinda surprised me. This deck is better than I expected. I thought it would be like utter junk, honestly, but it managed to beat Mythic. It wasn't easy, but we went 6 and 5. I fought for this last win, man. And yeah, we're at comfortable 55% win rate right now. And I think that's probably the max you should expect from it. Honestly, I don't think it will be like anywhere not like near top meta deck, because it just feels more clunky. This strategy is very land on like Badger Behemoth strategy, so it feels very similar to the build we had already, and I think this is still the best version of Elves, because otherwise they just don't have this final punch. And because we play Speaker and it's an Elf, so it synergizes with all the other cards, I think then you can play 1 Behemoth, so it gives you 5 Behemoths at the cost of basically 1 slot. So there are some upsides. I definitely like the Champions of the Perfect, especially against decks that do damage-based removal, like red, stuff like this. They very often cannot handle it, especially that you ramp into it, so it's like turn 3. The 6/6 is a lot, and when you start doing cards with this, you go pretty crazy. I really like this, but guys, let's just be fair. You play this, you put the Blight counter, and you are like, yay, -1, -1, we are basically winning. And we can even proliferate it for -2, -2. And your opponent is like, yeah, I play Cavara, I kill your whole board, I reanimate 50-50 of stats, I deal 50 damage to your face. yeah, outplayed. So it's very hard to evaluate any 4-drop that doesn't spell I win the game, but I really liked it. It's a very fun card, and you have seen in one of the games, when it works, it's just hilarious. And you can tutor with Speaker. So that's one of the coolest parts about this deck. You can have all those one-offs, and because it's an elf, it just fits perfectly into the strategy. You have tons of mana with Cap, Llanowar Elves, Dignitary. This is probably one of the better elves. If you can activate it early game, it just gives you so much. And we kinda need this guy to mill, so, it activates this guy and you can use full power of this extra mana. Tyvar didn't really come into place. Reunion is nice, but maybe the rhythm would be a little bit better for second casting if we have so much mana. So I'm not sure about it yet. Probably you can just go with rhythm if you have it. And yeah, not sure about this. I kinda always whiffed with this card or just played one creature at most, but I think it has some potential. For one slot, I think it's a good value, so I will keep it for now. And yeah, what hurt us? I never really use Sanctuary, and sometimes Chorus mana can hurt you, especially when you flip Badgers and Elves. So I think maybe we can limit it to 2. And what didn't really work? Honestly, it was kind of fine. I guess this one doesn't do much in the deck. I thought that we can exile some elves from the graveyard, but maybe you can find a better play for a 1 or 2 drop, that just keeps exploding your start of the game a little bit better. So maybe this Warlock, not a great fit for the deck. And yeah, that's kind of it. I did everything I promised. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it helps us keep making those videos daily. And thank you to all the patrons. You guys are absolutely awesome for supporting the channel. I cannot thank you enough, as always. And that's kinda it for today. So elves, if you are an elf enjoyer, this is probably the best time you could play the elves. In this version, they actually do something, but I don't expect it to outperform like the top meta deck. So yeah, that's my verdict. You can tell me in the comments if you have different experience. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.